Hi, welcome back. My name's Alex Copeland. I work with Richard Fairburn and the Online Success Model team. And this is our second video in our sales funnel course. This one's about theory and fundamentals. Now there are two key elements to remember when creating your front end offer or your tripwire offer as well as the upsells. A really good idea is to actually determine what your sales funnel needs to do before you actually create your product. By working backwards from where you want them to end up, you can get your funnel to work in the best possible way. This way, you can answer the right questions on your front-end product and get people into the funnel and know that you're working towards what the back end is. The back end is your higher ticket item, maybe your coaching or something similar to that. You should also make sure you stick with the same theme throughout your product funnel. It's very odd if you have a front-end offer that's on something like, say, quizzes, and then the very next thing is all about something completely different like e-commerce. It just doesn't make much sense. By keeping them in the same frame of mind while they go through the funnel, they're more likely to buy the upsells. An example of how this could work is if your front-end product is solving a problem with webinars, something like being able to do them because you're scared to be online, something like that, then your upsells could be how to get lots of people onto your webinars. You can see it's congruent with it, it's almost the same, but it's an upsell that solves the same sort of problem. By doing this, your funnel makes sense to people and they're much more likely to go ahead and buy extra pieces of it. So with that in mind, it's very important that you know how you're going to sell this front-end product. Now, by far the best way to make sure this works is to make the front end solve a primary need, something that is just base instinct needed in whatever it is you're focusing on. Now, you could split this into two pieces. You could have basic things for entry-level people, this is most users, and then you could have something that's a bit more in-depth, a bit more advanced for your more serious people. The thing is, however you do this, the front-end offer should have the biggest mass appeal because it's designed to get as many people as possible into that funnel, through that front door and down into the other offers. Now, you need to offer an awful lot of value and solve this primary problem. You don't want to be fobbing them off with something small or something that doesn't work. That's completely unethical. And you should always be aware of what your next upsell is going to be. If it makes perfect sense for the person that just bought your front-end offer to buy your upsell offer because it's the next logical step, then you're going to make a lot more money from your sales funnels. But what sort of thing makes a good upsell? Well, it's something that enhances that user's experience from the front end. If you're telling them how you can create something amazing, how they can earn money, how they can have the business of their dreams, then this should bring them closer to that dream. Now, it could also make things simpler by enhancing what they get on the front-end product. Or maybe it'll take them to the next level, some sort of advanced techniques, some ninja skills that you can teach them. Now, some good examples of how the upsell could work is that you've got your front-end offer, then their upsell is a template that they can use to make it easier, like maybe a fill-in-the-blanks sales letter, or a set of emails they can use. It could be a second offer. There's no problem with having a second offer to your first one if it makes sense. Or maybe your first offer needs things like credits. Your second offer could be more of these credits. Another fantastic upsell is whatever the front end does, make it an automated solution. This could be a piece of software, or it could just be something that takes part of the process and makes it that much easier and simpler for them. Now, whatever the topic is you've chosen, you need to stay on message throughout the funnel. The message of the overall concept should be the same throughout. It has to be related to that front-end product they just bought, otherwise why would it be there? Don't try to suddenly change what they're into and change their minds onto what they're trying to do. If they bought the front end, it's because it made sense to them. They entered this funnel because of that front end, so make sure the funnel keeps that thought process going.